All right, guys. So if you are looking to use LinkedIn, but you really don't know how, I'm going to give you 7 tips to grow your business with LinkedIn today. Go ahead and stay tuned, and we'll talk a little bit about it. All right, guys, welcome back. So I definitely want to make sure that you're aware of one thing, okay? And that is spam, no matter if it comes in the form of Facebook or email or even LinkedIn, is never okay. So you do not want to spam people. If you've been on LinkedIn for any amount of time and you've connected with somebody or have had somebody connect with you, you know immediately you're going to be getting an email from them offering you their services and a whole list of things, which is definitely a way to get some business, but for sure not a way to get good quality connections and relationships developed over a long period of time, right? Or even a short period of time. So definitely, as we're going through this, keep that in mind. Make sure that you're not kind of out there spamming the world, right? So number one, we're talking about improving your company page. That's the kind of the first and foremost. And as a reminder, this is going to be in blog format. I'm actually going to talk a little bit about, I'm going to kind of try and stay in line with what's happening on the blog. So if you go to mikemontes.co/blog, you're going to find this article and many other articles along with some videos that are associated with them. The format has changed a bit. So what I'm doing now as of this video and the one previous to this, I'm actually not going to be reading to you what the blog says. I'm going to be kind of expanding a little bit more on the content there in the blog, giving you a little bit more information. And then as always, you can definitely hop into our private Facebook group that I and a few others are working inside of, where I go even deeper into what it is that this content covers. So that being said, number one, we're improving your company page. Okay, so when you're setting up your website, if you are a business owner, you want to make sure that you have a company profile page that's going to have things like photos, information. Anyone that works with you or works for you definitely needs to be associated with that. So go ahead and send out some information there. You want to make sure that you're putting your company size, your URL, anything like that, making sure that that's tidied up. That's number one. Number two, you're going to want to start interacting with people. So that means, as it stands, LinkedIn is a social media platform. So there are going to be people within your connections that are 100% putting out content that is relevant to your niche or that is relevant to even their niche. And it's important that you keep connection with them. It's important that you interact, that you let them know that you're there, that you give them an opportunity to see you interacting with them, because ultimately at some point you're going to start creating content too, putting it on LinkedIn, and the more interaction you do, just the better. Number one, the better relational type person you are on social media. You've kind of, you're not just there scrolling through, and you're not there, just liking everything, but you're actually engaging them. So number three, it's called, we're talking about engaging content. So that means you're going to want to create and put some information there that lives on LinkedIn, and link to blogs. If you have your own blog, you want to link that in the LinkedIn feed, and you want to make sure that you're putting good content that actually is bringing value to the community, right? So number four is join discussion groups. So this one that's where you're building interconnectivity, where you're building relationships, you're actually having an opportunity to get into a dialogue with people. So that's super, super important. And that's something I can't stress enough, even when you go into other platforms as well, is making sure, listen, you're a real person. Okay, they are real people. You need to be connecting with them. You wouldn't go to a party, just walk up to somebody and just give them a bunch of information and then walk off, right? It's opportunity for you to develop a relationship one-on-one. Even though it is digital, there is still relationship there to be had. So make sure that you're joining discussion groups. Number five, create your own group. So this is a definitely been a trend that has worked very, very well, where you're creating your own group, you're building a community inside of LinkedIn, and you're allowing it's your opportunity to allow them to interact with you, but also for you to curate your own content, create your own information, create the purpose of the group. It can be extremely, extremely powerful. Number 6 is, if you do have employees, I know that some of the people that are watching this channel are just starting out, but there are those of you who have 1 or 2 or 3 employees, or you're starting to grow your business, maybe even getting to the point where you have 10 and 20. You just want to make sure that your employees are taking part in the communication that's happening inside of LinkedIn. Number 7, which is our final topic, is we're going to want to use LinkedIn ads. So LinkedIn ads, just like Facebook, just like some of the others, LinkedIn ads are going to be really powerful. It's a way for you to be able to get to other professionals. Now, LinkedIn is a B2B type platform, so that is, if you're looking to connect with other businesses, other leaders, business leaders, LinkedIn is definitely a great place to do that. I'm going to drop some links in the description below. I know this is a short one, but LinkedIn is pretty straight to the point, right? You just want to make sure, ultimately, with any social media platform, you want to make sure that you're being a real person, that you're communicating, that you're connecting, that you're utilizing the tools that are available for a pay-per-click type situation inside of the LinkedIn ads. And then you want to make sure that you're overwhelmingly being just a decent person, right? Just connecting. Don't spam everyone. You don't pick up the phone and just start calling random people saying, hey, do you want to buy my product? It's about building relationships. Social media is a very, very powerful tool if you keep that relationship at the forefront of your mind, and making sure that always in a relationship you give more than you receive. You want to constantly and continually be giving content away, giving ideas away, helping people where they're stuck. Business is not just a one-sided thing, and if you think it is, your business probably isn't doing very well. So you want to build a community. You want to help out your fellow entrepreneur, give them pointers where maybe you have learned some things that they don't know. And ultimately, that's going to happen, maybe not from that person, but somebody in your community is going to hear like, hey, how helpful you are. And they're going to want to help you out in one way or the other. So that's it for now, guys. Make sure that if you have not joined the Facebook group, there will be a link in that, just in the description below, for that as well. That is a private group where we are going deeper with this content and other content. We're really diving more into kind of some mechanics. We're talking about all sorts of different things week by week. And there's a great opportunity to get to know other business owners. There are other entrepreneurs in there in the group who are very, very helpful people who are willing to lend a hand to you guys, the startup entrepreneur. And then also, do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. This is definitely something that, as we continue to move forward with this content and other content, you're going to want to get this information. This is for the small business owner. This is for the entrepreneur. This is for the guy who just lost his job and who is looking to start a brand new business, or the girl who's just decided to leave her job and wanting to go out on her own. That's what this channel is about. That's what I'm about. That's what I want to do. I want to serve the community of entrepreneurs who are excited about growing to the next level of their business. And remember, it's not what you know, it's who you want to be. See you guys next week.